welcome to another speed build on my channel. This time it's going to be a small, cozy family home, and yeah, in the end I will call it Lavender House, and you will probably see why. So this house is inspired by a house I used to have in The Sims 3. I don't know if I downloaded it somewhere or if it was already in the game, but yeah, it felt quite cozy and neat and small, and yeah, I really liked it. And yeah, this was my inspiration. So I tried to not spend too much money, but in the end it didn't quite work. And although it's no starter home anymore, yeah, it's just a small family home, I think, for parents and one child. There's really not too much room for any more children, so if you would like your Sims to have a lot of children, then go ahead and buy another house, I think. But yeah, I think this is perhaps if you had a starter home and you get or you got a little bit of money, then you could afford this house. I think it's about 33,000 simoleons or something like that. Or you could just delete the backyard. The house has quite a big backyard, but I think it looks quite nice, and I really love the backyard in the end, and I wanted the house to have one. Yeah, because it looked really nice. And I also want to use some of the new objects from Get Together. I'm struggling quite a lot with the stairs in The Sims 4 because they just don't work like I want them to work. And yeah, I have to delete them quite a lot and or try different things with them. And yeah, here I try to, oh well, we're on the second floor right now, so yeah, we have a second floor, but it's not that big. And I really hate roofing. I don't know how this is supposed to work, especially with those with the diagonal walls, but I just can't get this to work. So I think this nook is deleted after a while, and I'm just putting some window down there. Yeah, still trying to figure out how to place the roof, and this was quite difficult for me. But well, I mentioned that before. I'm not a huge builder, so this is really difficult. I just don't know how to use the roofing tool, or I watch a lot of other YouTubers or building videos, but I just can't get the right, I don't know, the right technique to get the roof right, because it always looks a little bit odd in my builds. But well, I think there are a lot of things that are more important than roofing, so we'll go ahead and play a while with the roof and trying to put some of the decoration objects up on the roof, but it didn't quite work, so I'm spending quite a lot of time with the roof actually. And yeah, here I'm deleting this nook upstairs and putting a fence there, but as I mentioned, after a while I'll delete this. And just playing with the roof again and trying some doors and roof tiles and trying out different colors in this. And yeah, now we're doing the windows. I think I'm quite struggling also with the windows, because I think if the style is very different, it just looks really strange. So I try to use similar styles in my build just to match the house and the general style of the build. here I'm trying out some colors, and you'll see the outside color of the house is blue, and I tried this with a lot of the items I put outside, I think, to match the color of the house so that it looks nice. There I'm putting the window I mentioned before, um, and deleted the nook in the wall because I just couldn't get the roof right and it was so frustrating. So I was just deleting it, and yeah. At this point it was too blue for my taste, and I just changed the color down there. Yeah. What am I doing now? I don't really know. Changing the foundation color. Why are there no windows upstairs? I don't know. But yeah, we'll get there after a while. I'm trying chimneys, but I think I didn't put one up there. I just put these decoration or decorative objects up there on the roof. Yeah, trying to change the windows and make them match each other, because yeah, just because. Still trying out different windows, and I think this part is quite boring, but it will get more interesting, at least for me, when we go to the inside. And yeah, just wait for it. And I think there will be a door in the kitchen. Yes, there it is. To go outside into the backyard. And I think it feels quite homely in the end. And I really like how it turned out. So yeah, the style in the house or of the house is a little bit more old-fashioned, I think. And well, it's really not that contemporary. So what I'm even talking about, it's just a little bit old-fashioned. But yeah, sometimes I really like this. In The Sims 4, I somehow tend to like the more contemporary builds, but I even don't know why. But in reality, I like really old-fashioned houses and Victorian houses, and yeah, really like that. And also furnishings. But in The Sims 4, somehow I like the contemporary builds more, or not more, but I like them a lot. And in reality, I don't like them too much. Well, I like it when the bathrooms are very contemporary or very modern, because I think somehow in my head it just looks cleaner. I don't know. But the rest of the house or the rest of the flat should look quite homely and just nice. And I have the feeling with contemporary builds, they feel quite not that cozy and not that warm, if that makes any sense. Yeah, and here I'm placing the lavender, um, because it's called Lavender House or Lavender House, and so there has to be lavender. And I really like these color combinations of the hydrangea and the lavender. I think it looks really nice. Just putting some bushes there, and I try to use hedges because I think in this case it looks quite nice. I don't use hedges that much, but somehow I like it on this house. So putting some bushes there again, and using the same plants I used before, because I think that makes it look a lot more real and a lot more interesting. Because if you use too many different plants, it just looks too overwhelming and is exaggerated, and I don't like that. painting the floor, and then I think I'll start with the backyard. I'm not quite sure, actually. Yes, I start there, and I think the backyard is quite expensive with the fence, and if you don't like that, you can just delete it and you have the whole house. And I think this is enough. But if you like backyards, or if you want your Sims or your Sim family to have some um, nice place to read or to talk to your family or spend time with them, you have a backyard as well. Um, and I tried to use the fence and I don't know how this is called, a garden gate perhaps, but somehow with this fence it just looked really strange, and um, I couldn't get it to look how I wanted it to look. So I'm trying out different options, and I think in the end um, I like it a lot. But as I was starting with it, it looked quite strange. So now I'm putting a lot of hedges there, and I think these were the ones that were really expensive. And you could also, if you like the backyard, but you want the house to be not that expensive, you could just delete them. And yeah, I sized it down a little bit just to make it again not too expensive, because it's some kind of starter home, even if it's not that affordable if you start the family from scratch. So, but if you earned a little bit of money after a while, it's quite affordable. So what are we doing right now? Still working on the backyard and putting some items down there. At first I wanted to use some kind of a parasol, but it was too big and it was just too much and too expensive, I think. So I used these two benches, or did I even delete one of them? I don't even know, but I think in the end it looks quite nice, even without the sunshade. So putting some bushes down there, and especially this bush I didn't use before. I don't know if it came with the Get Together expansion, but I'm not that into bushes, I think, normally, so I don't use them quite often. Yeah, and I deleted the second garden bench. I'm trying to make some kind of pathway, and yeah, deleted some of the tiles because they looked too much, and um, again putting some bushes down in the garden, and lavender bushes as well, because I love lavender and I think the color and the smell are really beautiful. Funny thing is, I used to hate lavender, and I don't know why, because now I think it's really beautiful and smells quite nice, and every summer I buy a lavender plant, and after a while it dies and I feel really guilty, and then I'll buy a new one because I really love them. But yeah, I'm not that good in gardening, I suppose. Here I'm working on the kitchen and putting a stove in there, and I wanted the colors to be quite pastely, I think, if you can say so, or at least I wanted it to look very cozy and light. Um, yeah, so I think I just put this color in there, and I also think somehow pastel colors look very well. In some cases, they look really old-fashioned. If you imagine an old woman living in this house, it would really look old-fashioned. But you could also play a small young family in there, and it would also suit them very nice. So just putting some lights in there just to experience how the colors look in reality, because um, they seem to be very dark and I don't know um, what they look in reality. So I'll try to put some lights in there, just to look how the colors would match. And yeah, trying out different rugs, but I think the colors of the rugs are really a lot of them are way too bright, or not too bright, but they are too most of them have really popping colors, and I don't like that. I really like the subtle colors and even dark colors. What am I doing now? Oh yeah, I'm placing a desk or a study area right there. And yeah, everything in this house is quite old-fashioned, I think, but I think this is what makes it really cozy. You could make it way more modern or contemporary, but I think it really suits the style of the house and makes it that somehow with the old-fashioned style it feels like more of a family home for me. Um, Well, I know a lot of people with families live in contemporary houses or flats, but I really like it cozy. I try to choose a couch for the lounge there, but because the room is quite small, I had to um I had to move the items a lot, or the furniture a lot, and yeah, I tried not to use too many items because it would have made the house too expensive to be a starter home. I know this isn't a starter home anymore with 30,000 simoleons, but it could have been way more expensive than it is now. Putting a small bookshelf in there, and I think now we'll go upstairs and work on the upper rooms a bit. Yeah, we're going upstairs now, and what am I doing? Working on the fencing of the stairs, and what am I doing now? Oh, placing another window in there because the bathroom had no window, and I wanted the bathroom to be quite old-fashioned more than the downstairs, because I think it just, I don't know how to explain it, it just matched the style of the house, I think. Yeah, try to switch a few of the objects. What am I doing right there? Yeah, placing a light in there, and if you see the right room, this is going to be the children's bedroom, and it has quite unusual shape, and I was really struggling with furnishing it because there isn't much you can do in this room, but in the end I use a half wall, I think, to divide it a little bit, and then I'll place yeah, there's the bed I use, I think, and in the end I place what do you place in there again? I think these small painting tables for children, and I like to put small bookshelves and a chair in it so the child can read in this room. And I really like the color combination of the mint blue or mint green and the pink on the walls, or peach. I think this looks really nice. I also like the mint blue and purple colors. Yeah, there I put down the creative table, I think it is called, or something along those lines. And putting up some curtains. And what am I doing? Yeah, this is the chair I used. And then in 1 second I will place a bookshelf right there. Didn't I? Yes, yes, I did. And I really like the color combination of orange, pink, and blue or green somehow. And I think the parents' room is also quite interesting because I used a wall color I never used before, I think, and the room looks quite, yeah, it looks like some sort of country style, I would call it. I really like it, and I never used this color variation of the rug because somehow it looks really strange in most of the rooms. But yeah, this room is quite brown, I think, browny pink, and I think it looks quite nice. And where do I get the wall color? I think, yeah, there it is, one of them. Um, yeah, this is it. And trying to do some decoration, but I didn't want to overdo it because, again, it would have been too expensive. And yeah, I think we're almost at the end now. Um, yeah, in some moments there will be the screenshots. What was I going to say? I don't even know anymore. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye guys!